Welcome, everybody, to the very first episode of The Ways of the Force. I am your host, Jake the Wookiee, and I am here today with a bunch of people to usher in this first episode. To my left, we've got Ghazi the Hutt. To my other left, we've got Kyle, No Daddy Issues, Ren. To my right, we have C3P Josh. And then we've got Logie 1 Kenobi. So, let's start this off. This is basically a show all about Star Wars, obviously, if you couldn't tell by the name.
I'm glad you dropped the accent.
I didn't have an accent.
Now you did.
Whoa! Whoa! Anywho, okay. So basically, in this first episode, we are going to talk about The Force Awakens. We're a month late, obviously this movie came out a month ago, but we all just saw it again, so it's fresh in our brains. So let's begin to talk about it. So Let's first talk about what people really liked about this movie. So, yeah, we'll start off with Ghazi the Hutt here.
PD.
Poe,
what's his last name?
Dameron.
Oh, you like him? So funny.
Poe Dameron. Yeah, he was the best. He took out a lot of TIE fighters when they were on the Star Killer. Like, he took out a handful of them by himself.
Yeah.
Not to mention on the...
what's her name's Bar's place, yeah.
Yeah.
Maz.
He took out
Maz's bar.
Bar.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And ground troops.
Yeah.
And he shot the troops around Finn and Han and all.
Yeah, I don't know how they managed that.
Because Poe's a badass.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's why Finn's like, he's one hell of a boss. Out of nowhere, dude.
Making obvious observations.
Yeah. What do you think about him and his best bud Finn? They became like buddies for life right from the get-go.
Yeah, it could be a beautiful love story.
That's a serious bro moment.
Hey,
They were like, did you see that? Did you see that? You like that? Yeah, they were like, what's his name?
Not to mention sharing clothes from the beginning. That's a pretty big step in a relationship.
Well, he also let him keep it.
Yeah.
He meant to, you're the badass now.
That suits you.
Like a nice leather jacket.
Yeah. So.
But he's in like a coma now, so who knows if he'll remember Poe. Finn, that is.
Yeah, he did get slashed in the back pretty good.
I think he'll revert back to his training as a star.
He's got to have a minor relapse of some sort, something.
Yeah. I think he might be kind of more...
of the brain.
Yeah. I think he might be kind of more like a Han Solo. He's just kind of going around the galaxy, kind of, lying to people.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a terrible liar.
Yeah, he is.
So, Kyle, No Daddy Issues, Ren, what were your favorite parts of the movie?
Just in general, it's a lot like the originals. A lot of the comic relief was there, probably more so. Just in general, all the little quips and throwbacks.
Quips.
Yeah.
Full of quips.
Yeah, I thought the humor
Kind
was
of like
good.
a full
Yeah.
quips.
It could have been bad, but
Anytime, what's his
good.
name? Kylo. Daddy Issues ran. Had his daddy issue hissy fits. Chopping things up.
Yeah.
I think all the moments were like something awkward. It could have been awkward. Like
he made it
like
awkward.
you would have seen in the dialogue of the prequels and even the originals. There was always something to ring it in. Like when Poe and Finn, when he was originally trying to help him escape, he said why are you doing this? He's like, trying to do the right thing. Which was kind of a super cheesy line. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh no, this better not be indicative of what the dialogue is going to be like. But then it's like, you need a pilot, don't you? Yeah, pilot. Yeah. So there's always those moments where they would redeem the weird things.
Yeah.
Redemption.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought the humor was...
And that was probably one of my favorite things about The Force Awakens was I think the dialogue in this one was even better than the originals. None of those like awkward like nose cringing moments where you're just like
Except
normal people
minute.
don't say that stuff.
Except for like the last minute. There was no speaking.
There was no.
Yeah. There was
a lot of face,
looking lost,
lot of
like,
facial
who
expressions.
are you?
5 minutes of Ray kind of climbing.
Why do you have my saber?
Should I grab that from you?
Yeah, pretty much just like this. Hang on. It's my
Just
Skywalker.
He looked like he was going to start crying. Or was that just me? Like,
Kind of.
There was one
it looked
singular
like there was some
Jedi
tears
tear.
welling up.
Yeah. We're just like,
or
how
you
did you
can't
find that thing, man?
I think he looked like the guy from Fargo. I can't remember the actor's name.
Guy from Fargo. Which guy?
Like the main guy?
The main dude.
Oh, that like hires the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit with a beard.
William H.
Yeah.
Macy.
Yeah. That's who you reminded me of.
Frank Gallagher.
All right, we'll move this on. Logie One Kenobi. Screwed it up.
Logie One.
Logie One
Screwed
Kenobi.
up my name.
What were your favorite things about the movie?
Like I said, I love the dialogue. I think the acting was great. I really enjoyed Daisy Ridley as Rey. Thought she was great. She's probably my favorite character. And I think they did a good job of integrating new characters with old characters.
Mhm.
I thought that was good.
Mhm.
Nice balance between some old and new. And
On Daisy, it was nice to, have the strong female character without it being forced.
Yeah.
It seemed that way, anyways. A lot
She's
of
got-
times they're so cheesily strong female characters.
She's got mad skills.
Yeah.
yeah, she just felt like
She flew the
naturally
Millennium Falcon.
she was the heroine.
Through an Imperial Star Cruiser.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Well, it's not an easy ship to fly. 'Cause first of all,
No.
you're looking at this thing. Don't ask me how you see anything on this side
Yeah,
coming.
Who engineered this shit? It seems like poor engineering.
Yeah.
Well, they're generally space is a pretty large area. It's not really
Probably not
made
what?
probably to fly through an Imperial ship, but she did it.
Yeah.
She's badass.
It's definitely not made for dogfighting.
Yeah, it was
No.
definitely not fighter.
The way she flipped it and got the gun.
That was awesome, yeah. That was probably my favorite part of that scene.
Oh, Finn.
So, C-3P Josh,
Yeah.
what were your favorite parts of the movie?
Well, I liked how quickly the movie went.
Yeah.
Like it was a good story. It just kept moving. There weren't any dull parts.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't die at any certain sections in the movie.
No lulls.
Yeah.
Balls.
Even though it's like, it's like a 2.5 hour movie, isn't
Not
it?
short.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 hour 15 or 20, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's like 3 if you include the previews.
But each, like...
So many previews.
Well, 'cause the movie basically ripped into, like, 4 equal parts.
Mm-hmm.
She had the initial, her...
Like
and
kind of different
the
the
Jakku
planets,
thing.
right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, you go to each planet, yeah.
Spent about a half hour each place.
Yeah, it definitely moves fast. Seeing it like the second time, you catch up on some more stuff.
Yeah.
Because like the first time, I was just like awestruck from like freaking Star Wars.
That opening credits starts and you just get a big smile on your face.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the first Star Wars in how many years?
Since
9?
05.
05, yeah.
10 years.
11
I
years.
was in high school.
10
Yeah,
years. 10 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
definitely.
Not as long as
Not as long as
pause
between
between
the originals and the prequels.
Yeah.
6 and 1.
So obviously, it's not a perfect movie, Force Awakens. So, what do you guys not like about it?
What did I not like?
I'm telling you, it's like anytime Han Solo and Leia were talking, I just hated it. I'm like, this
feels like the
like,
80s
like
again.
I said,
Why?
my favorite part was the dialogue, but it was like whenever you got those, and they're good actors, right? Like Harrison Ford,
He
Carrie
is.
Fisher.
She hasn't acted for a long time because she.
But
she had to
she's
drop
done-
like 40
she's done
pounds to
things.
get back to this role. Like,
And
she
she's-
was huge.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but it was just like, and maybe it was supposed to be awkward because Who knows how long they've been
seen
split
each
up?
other
Yeah.
forever.
Like their kid is
Psychotic.
freaking destroying the galaxy.
having a hissy fit.
Yeah.
Worst family drama in all the galaxy, and they wrapped the
Screw
whole
everything
galaxy
up.
into it.
But I mean, some important things were like being said in their dialogue, and I just those moments needed to be better.
She just wasn't the same
It was just
character
bad.
that she was.
No.
It was like bring in for the hug. If you see her.
Yeah, the hug was kind of awkward. He just like brought her in, and her head was just like, oh, right through his chest. It was a little weird hug.
And Han was still
And
Han,
she
but
never-
was
But yeah,
Han.
like when Harrison Ford was by himself,
Yeah.
great. He, great acting, great
Oh, yeah.
lines. But it was like anytime.
Harrison Ford was at his
Yeah,
best,
he was
definitely, in a long time.
Well, he got paid. So
Got paid very well.
And didn't he get paid more than like everyone else
everybody
combined?
else, yeah.
Probably. And he's probably
he's
happy
not
George
one of us.
Lucas wasn't
That's
doing it.
why he's only in
You think he knew that he was just going to be in one?
I think so.
Yeah.
He wanted to die in
I'm
Return of
sure-
the Jedi.
Yeah, because I'm sure JJ was like, yeah, we can kill you off. It'll be perfect.
Perfect.
I can do that.
Yeah.
You destroy everyone's favorite Star Wars character.
You're right. I wish Leia would have gone first, but
There's some real Leia anti-sentiment here.
I've never,
out of
I've
all
never
of the old
liked.
characters, you can't lose Luke right away.
I mean, we didn't lose Luke right away.
That's what I said. You can't lose Luke right away.
So you have
Yeah,
to
so
lose
you gotta
So
Han.
I'm
lose
saying
someone.
out of the
Why couldn't you lose
remainders-
Chewie?
Because Chewie's awesome.
Chewie.
Chewie is awesome.
And he still looks young as
C-3PO.
ever.
Why can't we lose him?
Because he's got a red arm now. And you might not recognize him.
Or whatever.
It's
Yeah.
Somehow
red!
he always survives.
But yeah, it's that.
R2-D2 took
Like
a
I said,
sweet ass
I
time
love-
turning on.
I love the dialogue in general,
Why
but
did he turn on when he did?
See, yeah,
Because I
that's,
guess when
that's
I've
highly
heard-
debated.
I've heard it. He started activating himself when BB-8 got there and started hitting him. But since he'd been in a sleep mode for God knows how long, it takes a while to get all that shit
you're trying to
going.
reboot your
Yeah.
own computer, right? It takes time.
It takes some time.
There's a lot of
Especially if
systems
it's
in that
like a-
R2D2.
Yeah.
And he's got the entire
Yeah.
map thing. Like that that's got to take up a lot of memory.
You gotta call up Apple support.
Hey,
It's a long distance call.
C-3PO just can't get a hold of him.
You're in a galaxy far, far away.
There's three more ahead of him.
He's kind of like Windows 95. Takes a while. Might have to
You
hook
start
up the
hearing
dial-up.
those
BB-8
dial-up
sitting there
connection
with
sounds.
Windows 10 like, where you at? I'm here.
Yeah.
I heard about you.
So how does Rey just all of a sudden?
Be able to completely
Yeah.
use the Force,
Well-
Jedi mind tricks, the whole work.
All of
Luke's
it.
teaching her from far away. He goes.
Well, I think it was
I mean-
sparked with the vision. I think that's why possibly she could have been trained early on as a Jedi. Possibly some sort of Jedi mind block to make her
She
forget
could have been a
everything.
youngling at the.
And then they hide her. From
That's what I was thinking.
I got dropped
Kylo
off.
was destroying
When
everyone.
he goes batshit crazy, they hide her.
Yeah, that's
And then-
I think she's just she's just
Got
powerful.
skills. Yeah.
Yeah, but
She survived.
okay.
She survived on her own for how long? In like the desert.
Yeah.
She beats the crap out of those dudes on the
Well,
desert.
that's why I
planet.
think she's had use of the Force up till that point, but
She
She
just
just-
realized
she just didn't know what it
it's
was.
been such a secondary thing
she's just
that now
instincts.
she's exactly.
And I think that's why she's able to do it so well.
Hmm.
At
Oh,
the end, it's
and
just she just closes her eyes, calms herself down, and just just instincts.
But what about the other main characters through the other movies? I mean, Anakin, he could pod race, right? And then he
Yeah.
required years and years and years of training, the Jedi Council, before he even had a first lightsaber battle. Luke had,
Luke got-
2 days in a swamp with a...
Well, he
Green
was
Man
even
on
using
his
the Force before that, technically, because when he was doing the training thing on the Millennium Falcon and A New Hope.
Yeah.
Release your mind.
Well, yeah, but he had training, and he still
She
got
was all,
shot
but she
by
was
a
also
frickin'-
she had also had like combat training though,
Yeah.
like with her staff. she
It
was
explains the
able to-
lightsaber skills, but her being able to figure out the Jedi mind trick's a little
I
weird.
think she's just super powerful.
Well, she's heard the stories, though, because
Yeah,
she
that's
knows
true.
who Han Solo, who Luke is, so she
Yeah.
probably knows who Obi-Wan is. She probably knows their whole little story.
Kind of brings up my other point. How did everybody forget in 30 years of like the biggest thing that ever happened in this entire galaxy for thousands of
Could be
years?
like propaganda. Kind of like
That's-
the First Order throwing out propaganda.
Same with the Republic
Yeah.
trying to erase some of the negative dark side things.
Or I bet, the Empire probably had a pretty high-tech communication network that was totally destroyed. So maybe the planets
All
aren't
the
able
records
to,
were gone.
all the planets aren't able to communicate as well.
Yeah.
Thousands of years the Jedi have been there, and then they're just forgotten about in 30 years.
But even then, during that time, like, they were still, to some people, considered a myth, because not everyone got to see Jedi and experience the Force. Like, it was still kind of a myth. That's why, like, the guy at the beginning of the movie, the old man, who's in charge of, like, the religion of the Force.
Well, think about between
Things
like the
like that.
prequels and the originals, how much people forgot. And there were tons of Jedi in the prequel.
Yeah.
Like,
Because, when you get to Luke's time, like, there's not a whole lot left.
if they look at Obi-Wan Kenobi and they think he's just like some crazy old kook.
Because they even think Darth Vader's crazy in the original movie.
Yeah,
that's
they're
why
like,
he chokes that guy.
Your old witch crew. I can't even remember what he said.
Can you breathe?
Yeah, you're
Do you like living?
He's like, your sorcerer's
do you
ways.
like my magical powers now?
Some devotion to that old religion.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
There you go. 'Cause,
He's got it.
because that's another thing that kind of bugged me about this movie is they don't entirely explain like the political side of stuff.
Yeah, where the Republic just like shit and fell apart, and First Order came about in 30 years.
They got blown up.
Yeah, well, they got blown up by a circular base. You don't really know
No,
that.
I mean, before
But you
this,
almost
like,
think it kind of looks like the planet Coruscant. You just see like the city. It's like, did Coruscant get blown up? But then they got like casually mentioned it's like Hosnian Prime or something, the Republic. So
Well, before they blew it up, they said they were going to destroy the Republic, to destroy the
And they
Resistance.
kept calling it the New Republic.
Yeah,
yeah,
New Republic.
New Republic. So, but that could be like them getting away from the
All of
prequels.
this stuff is happening north of
Yeah.
where the other movies are set, though.
But I think it's
So-
interesting, like, it seems like the Force and, like, Jedi and Sith is kind of similar to, I think, like, religion is in our world. It's like some people believe in it really heavily and some people don't. I mean, like, look at Han Solo. This movie was the first time he actually, like, admitted
like,
that the
it's
Force
real.
was real. And, like, how many times has he seen it?
Yeah, it's true. Because then Kylo Ren.
So
you
I
can
think,
see.
like, 30 years, I think people, they could completely forget
Yeah.
all this crap and just be like, nah, that stuff wasn't real.
Yeah, sure.
war stories.
Especially if they've never seen it.
Yeah. It's Kylo Ren, they probably think he's just crazy,
He's crazy.
fanatical, religious
I
guy.
can understand why they
Yeah, he's just worshiping his, granddaddy's mask
And
some creepy
burnt
stuff.
helmet.
Yeah, he's got some ashes and
But
stuff.
see, he didn't start out that way, though. Like,
No.
he was brought into that by whoever this crazy, creepy old guy with the gnarly scar in his
Yeah.
face.
Snoke is.
Snoke, that's
Yeah.
it.
wherever he came from.
That's why.
That's
He's
Enigma.
not a Sith or anything, right? Or do we
We
not
don't
know?
know.
No idea. Yeah,
I read a thing the theory that he might be Darth Plagueis.
yeah.
Remember that?
I've heard this too. Like they mention it in episode 3 that possibly he could create life from the Force.
Mm.
Well, and I read this thing too. It was like comparing the music, like when Palpatine's telling that story to Anakin. They're in that opera-looking
Yeah.
thing in episode 3, and there's like this motif of music that comes in. It's similar to, I guess,
Yeah.
the motif that comes in when Snoke.
there.
It's kind of
And
like
they're like, oh, John Williams did them both, so maybe he knows something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think they just wanted some creepy music, some ominous like.
What if it is Palpatine though? What if Snoke straight up like,
Palpatine.
Palpatine was
Just
his
Palpatine.
apprentice of Plagueis, and he knew how to manipulate life, and he brought himself back to life.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So how did Kylo lose?
He got shot in the stomach with a crossbow.
We got shot in the stomach, and then
Well, every other time he
Finn
was
injured him too. And
Yeah, and it,
She got him in the shoulder and the leg.
yeah,
She got him a bunch.
because they did
Well, that-
like
yeah.
do the whole movie building up. This crossbow is super powerful, and then so when he gets shot by it, you're like,
Yeah, how
That's
did
why
he
he's
get
sitting
shot
there
by
like.
it? Every other time he got shot at, whether he was paying attention or not.
He just
He
killed
just
his
killed his
dad.
dad.
yeah,
So
I-
he's sitting there like
He's got
thinking like
daddy
it's,
issues.
you know,
yeah,
and he's thinking
He's
that this
Kylo
is going to
daddy
instantly
issues,
like
man.
make him more like that struggle that he talks about being ripped apart by the good and light and dark force. Like he's expecting him to just be overcome with the dark force. So he's distracted. So he's thinking internally.
He's waiting for
And
it. to
Chewie's
be
just
overcome.
like, I just shot him in the head.
They did a very good job of setting that up for him to be much more evil in the next movies.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
basically like
That's
this
what I'm
movie,
hoping,
he
because I'm
really-
not going to lie.
He really wasn't. He was
Yeah,
angry.
I think
but-
Ghazi would be fine if he never saw his face ever again.
Yeah,
He
just
just
leave the
had
mask on.
yeah.
So you got a scar now. You got a
'Cause
reason.
You're just not a scary guy. You look like a little boy with daddy issues.
Yes.
Fits the character though, I would say.
Yeah, but it's still the most evil Lord.
Yeah.
Like that's
First
like I
order.
want somebody who can look evil when they take the mask
And
off.
he's going to be fully trained in the next one. I think he's going to be a bad dude.
Because
Hopefully.
another weird thing,
Lose the hair.
he lost his helmet.
Who's there?
Who's
Just
there?
shaved his
Yeah,
head.
because he lost his helmet. It blew up.
That's what I'm.
Do you think he'll make a new helmet, or is he gonna go
How do you
mask?
know he lost his helmet though?
He set it down after
Yeah,
he
but
killed
maybe he
Han
picked it
Solo.
up though.
But he didn't have. Where did he have it?
He
was
probably lost it in the
He
woods.
has a cape.
Yeah.
He's
So if
hiding
it's
in his
anywhere
cape.
back here, you can't see
It's
it.
gotta be. It sounded heavy. He
Maybe
like
he
threw
put-
that
maybe
thing
he
down
put
and was
it
like,
in the ship. It's like, I gotta get my escape ship ready just in
Hold on.
case. Put my helmet in there.
He does. He does though get to where they're going really fast.
How'd he get to the
Injured.
forest
For being
before
an injured
everybody?
guy, like he gets.
And they had a head
He
start
cuts him
because
off.
they literally went out of the door into
But they
the
had to like
snow.
climb like crazy amount of
yeah,
ladder.
they did climb up a ladder to get there, so they
It was
had to
pretty
climb
tall.
back down.
Or they were already at surface level, and he was below surface level and had to go up to go out.
No, they climbed up a ladder.
Yeah, they climbed
Yeah.
I know that they climbed up a
So they
ladder.
had to climb back.
So he just had to go out the front door or whatever,
whatever they were going on there. Yeah.
and they had to climb
Yeah.
down the ladder.
You just had to take the escalator
The elevator.
to the out entrance.
I don't know. I find escalators cooler.
You had to follow the exit signs.
Personal
Moving.
opinion.
The exit signs on Starkiller Base, and they led him. There were little dots
Moving
on the ground.
sidewalks.
Follow the arrows
In
to
case
the
of
exit sign.
emergency.
Follow the yellow line.
So
Just like that.
we'll move on to our next topic. We tapped on it a little bit earlier, but do you think Rey is related to anyone, or what do you think is her background?
She's gotta be
She's
related
gotta
to
be. Well,
somebody.
Leia
some
knows
point.
who she is. Like,
Very long hug.
that was a ridiculously long hug. Like she knows who she is.
You don't hug like that. I mean,
You don't hug a stranger.
you have no idea who they
And the
are.
fact, like, she's got to have some connection with Luke because she sees the ocean and the island, like in her dreams or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well,
That's
and
true.
So, like, sorry.
Well, and
Just
the
in
rest
terms
of the
of
Knights
what-
of Ren. And that as well.
Just in terms of what would make a good story, there has to be connection. It would be the weirdest thing if you find out
No,
she's related to nobody. It's like, oh, she's actually related to this character you've never heard of before.
What
Samuel
if she's
Jackson,
related
Mace
to
Windu.
What? Where did that come
the old crazy guy? Start.
Oh, the guy at the
Oh, the guy at the beginning?
No.
Nope.
Snoke?
Snoke. Because that'd be interesting. Because Kylo Ren comes
Kinda
from a light
trade.
side
Well, and
family
he makes
and becomes evil.
he makes the statement
so-
that there's been an awakening and
Yeah. What if she comes from evil and then is
So,
on
like,
the light
it'd be
side?
like
And
Darth,
Yeah,
the
but-
Force can all feel like other people with forces.
And they're always very.
well, I know, but still, like I could just
I feel like that would be too much.
wow.
I don't know, because you already got Kylo Ren kind of like holding up the I came from
So
light
is she gonna have to have
dark.
that crazy, like,
I just think it'd be too much to have someone who came from dark went to light. And
But not necessarily that she even came from dark, because if she was taken as a small child before she got any type of training,
That's true.
then she doesn't have an
Somewhat.
imprint of good or bad. She just has
So you're essentially talking
But
about
she's-
dormant
Vader.
I
force.
think
Luke
she's
scenario.
clearly got a light
Yeah.
connection because when she touches that lightsaber, she hears the voices of Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
But that's because they've all possessed or helped.
Yoda hasn't.
Sure he did.
Sure, he did.
He helped Luke from the
Oh,
right?
I thought you
Yeah.
meant the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Oh no,
'Cause
just
But that's what I'm saying. But Luke had that lightsaber during those times because Obi-Wan gave it to him. He had it the entire time he was training with Yoda and everything. Like
I think she's a Kenobi.
That's another possibility.
I don't know what, but
Yeah.
how would have to be granddaughter?
That
because
It explains
there's
the
no
British
way.
accent.
Does Kenobi
And she
have
was-
any
yeah.
kids?
British accent.
We don't know.
We don't
They
know.
never
We don't know.
said
He was
yay or
bored
nay.
on Tatooine. What was he doing all the time?
Sand.
Going to
Would that
town.
work?
That's just
Would that
going
work?
going to the local
He was in a
cantina.
sand. He was chilling in nowhere though.
I guess that would work on the timeline.
It would-
wouldn't it? It's like he could have a kid.
Obi-Wan would have to
Obi-Wan
be
could have a kid
her
that's
grandpa,
or
possibly.
something.
Ewan McGregor's a
So-
good-looking dude. I have a hard time thinking he was just chilling in the sand desert for 30 years until he became Alec Guinness.
Because then that'd be kind of good. Since Obi-Wan trained Luke, then Luke trains a Kenobi, it'd be like,
I just think that she is
Verse.
she acts more like a Kenobi than she acts like a Skywalker. Like Kylo Ren,
not like
he
a
acts like a
bitch.
Skywalker
yeah,
because I don't like him.
Because he
Because I don't like he's constantly complaining.
yeah.
But like she's super calm,
Kenobi's
makes
have
good
skills.
decisions.
Kenobi's
I don't
have
know.
skills, yeah.
She's also been
I
by
like her.
herself, so that's going to make her a little more
She's
confident.
chilled in the
about
desert.
herself. Then we're like,
Survival
Luke
skill.
was
Probably
living a
just chilling in the
prototypical teenage life on Tatooine, working on his daddy's farm. So yeah, he was.
I want to go into the
He grew up to be a little girl, and then it translated over like, I don't want to do this. I just want to go home. I want to go hang out with my friends. No.
That was a great Luke
Thank you. Thank you. That's the Hick version before he gets all Jedi.
That was a great tattoo.
He does come from the farm.
Like, what if she is Kenobi's granddaughter and Skywalker's daughter?
That'd be some crazy stuff.
Like,
So, like,
Kenobi had a
Luke got
daughter.
on with Kenobi's
Luke got,
daughter?
yeah.
So then that
That'd be nuts. It's possible.
That's a lot.
That's
of
why she's got-
midichlorians. in
That's
there.
what I'm saying. That's why she's so powerful.
Yeah,
That could explain
because then,
But then Luke's got to have had children, and I feel like if he had children, that lady would be known who he had children with, because that would be a pretty.
Maybe she got
That would
killed
have to
by
be a
Kylo Ren.
pretty important
Maybe,
person.
but they wouldn't
for
necessarily
him
have had to
to-
talk about her in this movie. She
Yeah,
never
maybe
would have
she
come
got
up.
killed. And Luke's just like, we don't talk about her.
what?
No.
I still think Snoke knows who she is.
Oh yeah.
Anytime
That's
they
what I
brought
think.
up with a woman, you know, or they
Yeah,
made
they
it a
mentioned
point,
that they changed scenes.
Bring
Yeah,
her to me.
because Han knows who she is. I feel like
They made a
so.
very big point to mention that. And
So I'm saying,
Yeah, I
I'm
think-
pretty sure everyone knows who she is.
I think the one thing that's clear and obvious is people know who she is.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You don't know.
Except for herself.
You don't know who
And
she
Finn.
is.
And Finn. Finn has no idea what's going on the entire
And
movie.
Poe. Poe don't know who she is.
Finn doesn't even know
Poe
who
don't
he
care.
Yeah.
Poe don't care.
Poe don't
Oh man. Because what do you guys think if this is possible? If she is the daughter of Luke Skywalker, what if Kylo Ren is the one that drops her off? Like, he killed everyone else, but he couldn't kill her. So he
Why-
hid her
why?
away from
My
himself.
question would be why though?
Because he's crazy.
How old is Kylo Ren supposed to be?
I think he's supposed to be maybe like 7 years older than her.
Mid-20s?
She's supposed to be 19 in this
Yes.
movie.
So
And he's
like
supposed to be
27,
mid-20s,
28.
yeah.
So that easily debunks like the whole they're twins, right? Because
Yeah,
I know
they
that's
can't be
kind of a
twins. They can't
theory.
be twins.
Because that was what George Lucas
No,
originally
because
wrote,
they were
right?
twins, like Han
Yeah,
and
they
Leia. Like
had
that would be, it'd be way different than him, like them just meeting her. Like, there's something familiar about you. I just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
That was your daughter.
That was what George
That's
Lucas
because,
did
yeah,
originally.
but like,
And yeah,
Especially
the
with the
expanded
Force,
old
Leia
books
didn't
and
know
stuff,
really about
yeah, there was going to be
Force.
twins.
or like Kylo knows
So-
about the Force, so Kylo's gonna know if she's
Yeah.
his twin.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Because they're gonna have similar energy.
But he could have known that she was. I mean, I don't think that he could have known that she was his twin and never said it. Maybe that's why he's like, I could teach you. He was like, trying to. I don't think that's what. I don't think it's what it is.
He's just finally met someone else who knows the Force. So it kind of confirms to him that he's not crazy. Like some people probably act like he is. He's like, no, it is real. There's another person now who has the Force.
Yeah.
So if I can train you, we can be super powerful.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Bruh, you're afraid you'll never be as great as your grandfather. Darth Vader.
Again,
then-
spot on Ray impression.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Because do you think
I think
Snoke
Ozzy should just reenact.
You should be Ray.
You need to do
Hey,
that.
I could do that.
You need to do the sweeted version,
The sweet.
like on that one movie with Jack Black or whatever.
Next
Take-
podcast.
make all their own
Ozzy
movies.
voiceover.
Voiceover lip sync.
Oh.
All right, now to the topic of everyone's fascination, Kylo Ren, the Mr. Daddy issues. All right,
He's got some mommy issues too.
yeah. Do you think after killing Han Solo, he can ever go back to the light side?
No, I don't.
I don't think he wants to.
No. I think they really set it up for him to get much more evil.
Yeah.
Perhaps there's a redemption.
My question is,
So
do you think
I
in
don't think
that
so, because there's always redemption. He's
They're
got
going
to
to
not
change
have
the story
redemption.
on it.
So I mean, I guess Anakin never really had redemption in the first three, but he got it in the second or the
Return of the
second
Jedi.
three because he got it at the end
Yeah.
before he died.
My question is this. Kylo Ren Han Solo confronts Kylo Ren. Do you think at that moment Kylo Ren knew he was going to kill his dad?
I don't.
Or because when he's talking about he has this thing he's going to do, but he doesn't think he has the strength to do it?
Yeah.
Do you think he still is wavering?
Yeah.
Or he knows?
He knows.
I think
I think he's still wavering.
he's still wavering, but when Han gets close to him,
I think when he's because he's holding out his lightsaber like take it from me, but then he can't give it up.
I think it's a trick.
He got that out
I think it's
with
a trick.
intention.
Yeah.
Well, then why is he crying?
He's still going to kill
Because
his
he's still
dad.
got issues.
but I still like. I
He
think
hates his dad. I mean,
He's
the whole thing is
wavering,
pointing
but
to
he-
him hating his dad.
he knows he's got to do it to get to where he wants to go. So he's wavering, but it's like it's that last little.
I think
bit
he
of
just
light
chooses
force.
what is more powerful. He can't give up that lightsaber. That represents his power.
Yeah.
Or do you think he was giving it to him to possibly be like, hey, maybe you have to kill me, Daddy?
I guess I didn't see it any other way than what it.
Yeah.
You know what the movie was. Just
That's
go ahead and
awesome.
kill him.
Yeah.
I find it interesting though. I feel like in all of these movies, it's always seemed to me like the dark side is way more powerful than the light. You ever notice
And always
that?
loses.
Yeah.
But I think that's because like the dark side will go over that line and will do whatever it costs. Whereas
Like
the
it's
light side,
those who have the dark side are more powerful.
They get to use their anger.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they
could
use
actually
their fear
do
and
more.
anger towards it.
So in fighting, they have more power.
So I think
more
I
aggression.
think that's what like draws him to it is the fact
Well,
that
that's what drew Anakin.
you know he could go to the light, and I think he's still kind of wanting to because he probably deep down cares about where he came from.
Yeah.
He can't be as powerful.
But he's like,
that way.
yeah, I'd have to give up all my power.
Well,
Well,
The
we also
power I
don't
have
know.
right
We
now.
also don't know what
We still don't know
what's
why
his
he
name.
turned.
What's the
Snoke.
what's his
Snoke.
Snoke.
Supreme Leader
Say it like
Snoke.
Supreme
Five times
leader,
away.
Supreme Leader Snoke.
Yeah.
We still don't really know what he's all told him
Yeah.
to get
Well,
him to be dark.
Well,
like,
we know his training's not complete.
As
we
a,
know that.
As a Jedi, he's
and we
never
know
going to
that
have
something
like the
about
power
Darth
like
Vader
of controlling
is
people.
highly
Yeah.
regarded.
Because that's a big thing, yeah, Josh.
He's
That's a
never gonna.
point.
He's never gonna be able to lead people in like as a dictatorish type way.
Like
the
Vader
because the
was?
Jedi is
The Jedi-
the Jedi way. You learn to become powerful so that you can help
Never use it.
people and like become less of yourself. Whereas the dark side is like become powerful so that you become a big.
You become
The
the
head
You
honcho.
become a big deal.
You
And I
bring
think
the
that's what-
balance to the
I think that's what he wants. I think
yourself.
that's what Skywalkers have always been drawn to.
Definitely.
I think
Power.
in some ways Luke is drawn to it.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Well,
'cause
he
you get to-
almost goes that way,
Because you
too.
get to say what's right and wrong,
Yeah.
and people have to then follow
Well,
what you do because you
in
can
the sixth
decimate them.
in the sixth movie, Luke he gives into his hate,
He force chokes
and
the dude
that's
at
the
John's
and that's the
house.
way he's able to kill or like to strike down his dad.
Yeah.
because he gives into the hate and he becomes powerful.
Their family's just always destined to bring balance.
Yeah.
This is-
They screw everything up.
Skywalkers, man, they just bug me.
Yeah. So then the other intriguing thing.
It's the Kenobis. They're the ones who always bring it back. That's why Rey's a Kenobi.
Yeah. When Kylo does kill Han, the star goes out at the exact same time, so all of a sudden it goes dark, red on his face, then he stabs his dad. So that could be like the last moment of any light side potential, pretty much. You can
I
see.
think there will still be a little struggle.
Yeah.
You'll see him
He's gotta
become
have
more
struggle.
evil.
Yeah.
But
Did Rey at the end also destroy his lightsaber?
I don't think so.
No, I believe
Because she's
he
like
still had it.
holding it in the snow, and then she like strikes it or something,
Knocks it out.
and
of his
then
hand.
strikes his face.
Yeah, I think he just knocks out his hand.
I just
Yeah,
wonder if
'cause
he'll
you
have a
gotta-
different lightsaber in the next one too.
I don't think he will.
I think he'll rock
Same.
it. I think that's going to be his thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
It's what he's definitely skilled to use. He uses it like a
Unless
broadsword.
when he completes his training, he gets Darth Vader's lightsaber.
I just think it would make more sense because I mean, we read that cool thing in your book about why his lightsaber is crazy.
nice catch.
The Force.
The Force is strong.
Get your own.
Why it's
I
crazy
brought
is
that over
because
here with
this
the Force.
the stone or whatever, the gem is cracked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think that like is a metaphor for him.
Yeah.
He's kind of a cracked dude. And hopefully in the next one, like now he's killed his dad, he's just gonna be bad. So I think he should have a new lightsaber.
He'll still be somewhat cracked in this next one because this next one he'll probably be finishing his training. I don't think they'll go into it like, oh, in between these movies.
That's
they
another good
finished his
question.
Training.
Will the next movie be like 3 years down the road, like the ones have been in the past, or will it start straight off on that hill?
How long does
Luke
it take
and-
to build another Death Star?
That's true. That seems to be that seems to be the timeline.
How long does it take to contract this?
Well, in Empire Strikes Back, they were still rebuilding it, right?
Yeah.
How much does
Like,
a Death Star cost?
All of their resources they have.
I mean, they got to get a new planet.
That Star Killer base was huge.
Yeah, was that a planet from the beginning, or was it so big that it just developed its
Oh,
own ecosystem?
I think it was a planet, and they turned it into a.
Yeah, they gutted it.
They gutted it out somehow.
Really
Crazy.
big cranes.
That's great.
They got the Force, so
Yeah.
anything is possible.
And they really hate
Manpower, I mean.
railings in the First Order.
They do
and
hate
in the Empire.
railings.
Nobody ever has a
Know
railing.
where the edge of
One
the
of those
walkway is.
one of those very dangerous catwalks that open into an abyss.
Right.
And why is there always these long abyss? Like, what's the
Because
purpose?
everyone is in such perfect order that they don't need to worry about that kind of stuff.
I mean,
you
they're
gotta have
either
someplace to fall
clones
into.
or they've been trained from the time they were babies.
Yeah, because there's no clones. I wonder if that'll be a thing, if they'll bring clones back in the next ones.
Do you think
Didn't
they
they make
tried to
mention
clone Darth Vader?
Well, they made mention of
Oh.
needing
That'd be a
clone
crazy
army.
That's
thing.
no-
Well, yeah, because of what
Because like they have his
like,
helmet.
never mind,
What if
I've
they
never
find
done this
other
before.
stuff of his and they try to clone Darth Vader back?
Snoke is
That
a
is
clone of Darth
nuts.
Vader.
Because I've also heard another crazy theory about Rey. She is a reincarnated Anakin Skywalker.
What?
So she's like the
I
new
think they-
chosen one
Yeah, essentially, like
to
yeah,
bring balance to the Force
yeah.
again.
I've heard that theory as well.
It's balanced right now,
And so
isn't it?
she has.
It's 2 on 2.
Yeah, that's like I feel like that's a
Yeah.
whole other question. I've never understood that honestly. Like
How is it
Anakin's supposed to
balanced?
bring balance to the Force, and he does in
He
the
does.
sixth one, right?
Well, no,
But he does so by destroying the Sith. How does that balance the Force?
He brings balance in the third one, murdering all the Jedi.
Yeah.
Not according to Star Wars Rebels. There's a bunch of Jedi in that show now.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mhm.
that's a topic for another podcast.
Well, he obviously didn't destroy all the Sith.
Whatever balance.
Otherwise, there wouldn't be an episode 7.
Maybe next time we'll talk about balance. Alright, after seeing Force Awakens for like. How many times have you seen it
That
now?
was my third time.
Third,
This is my second.
third, second, and
As
second.
well.
How do you rank that now on the list of all the Star Wars movies?
I'd say 2.
I say 2.
Really?
How do you give your full rundown?
Empire Strikes Back, Force Awakens,
Episode
A
1.
New Hope.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Man, that is really.
I freaking love Jar Jar. I relate with that guy. No,
I still think he's a
episode 4,
drunken Jedi master.
and then I don't know after
Then Return
that.
of the Jedi.
After that, I think it's.
I mean, Return of the Jedi's got to be before.
Return of the Jedi,
prequels,
Revenge of the
right?
Sith, Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace.
Really?
How do you rank it, Joe?
Be Empire Strikes Back, Force Awakens, New Hope, Return of the Jedi, and then does anybody really care about the other 3? what order they are in.
It's usually 3, 2, 1.
I don't know. I like the Phantom Menace more than Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, I could.
I actually like
Darth
Attack
Maul,
of the
man.
Clones.
Yeah, Darth Maul was
Darth Maul.
awesome.
Qui-Gon Jinn, he's still my favorite Jedi.
I like Boba Fett.
He's
You gotta see a lot of him in the second one. He just follows him around. Follow Obi-Wan, okay.
Yeah.
With his jetpack.
I don't know.
Shoot people with darts.
For me, it doesn't rank that high, I don't think.
What do you rank it?
Perhaps it's nostalgia. I almost put it 4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Wait, let's hear this
What,
list.
what prequel beats this
Let's hear
movie?
this list.
Whoa! Yeah, let's hear this
Gotta be the
list.
different one. Alright, well, 5, 6, 4 are my top 3. But honestly, I'm a fan of episode 3. I don't know.
Wait,
There-
six
I
comes
thought Return of the Jedi first.
6 comes before 4
Right?
on yours?
Is that what you
5.
just said?
5.
Empire Strikes
No,
Back.
but you
5,
put
6,
6
4.
before 4.
Yeah. Damn it.
You like
You put-
Return of the Jedi almost?
It's a...
It's up there. I really like
I mean,
I really like
you
it
all
too.
are pretty cool.
That was the one I liked the most as a kid.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. I still hang on to those too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
But I've watched
It was
it
all your
recently, so
bootleg watchings of episode 3,
Pretty
wasn't it?
much, yeah.
He had like the pirated DVD when the movie was out from New York
Yeah.
or something.
Oh,
Watched that
nice.
over
From
and
the
over.
street. I know what you're... Somebody
Okay.
got it in there. Video camera? Oh, yeah.
Wait, guys, so what's your ranking? Wait, so no, let's
Yeah, you gotta finish
You said
his.
6, 5, 4.
I think
No, 5,
for
6,
me,
4.
7 and 3 are about equal right now. I don't think I can choose one. And then 1 and 2.
You know? What do you think?
All right.
Gazi the Hutt.
I think I'm going to go Return, Empire, Force Awakens, New Hope, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and Phantom Menace. I do love Jar Jar, though. I do not hate Jar Jar Binks.
I think Jar Jar
Maybe-
maybe could be a topic of
Maybe Jar Jar Binks is Snoke.
Have you read that theory?
Oh, where he's this... Yeah.
He's the supreme
Blew
like
my
Sith
freaking
Lord.
mind.
I still think that could be possible.
He did give Chancellor Palpatine all the power.
The Star Wars
He
fans
whooped
would
so much-
murder.
That would be the
would
end of
murder whoever writes that story.
Why?
Because they hate Jar Jar.
But
And
I
if he
think if he
becomes
had that
Emperor,
actual backstory and they led to that,
it'd be so
he
hard.
could get some he
He's
could
so
get
hard
some
to
respect.
You could redeem him if it'd be so hard.
Just because he numbed his tongue like an idiot and got
Or did he
stuck
do it
in
on
there.
purpose?
Exactly.
He wanted
Anyway,
to appear stupid.
He wanted Anakin to
It's a
test his
fighting.
force
It's a
power.
fighting style, right? You appear stupid so you can.
And he was look at who he was close to, Anakin.
He didn't look too Gungan to me.
He did tell Anakin that Queen Amidala was pretty hot. Like she was pretty hot.
Natalie Portman.
You're planting those seeds of lust.
She's gonna die when your baby's a bone.
Wait, so Jake, what's your list?
I'm actually going to rank it second like you guys. Empire's still my favorite just because it's classic. Then Force Awakens. Then Return of the Jedi. Then A New Hope. Then probably 3, 2, 1.
I think I would do that too. I think I'd put Return of the Jedi before New Hope. Now that I think about it,
Because A New Hope, has all the classic Star Wars moments, but I personally think I enjoy Return of the Jedi more.
that one always bored me kind of as a kid. A New
So-
Hope.
What makes this number 2 for all of you?
It's the dialogue and the acting is just far and above.
I think
Better
it moves
than all
quicker
of them.
than the other ones too.
I
Like the story is
That
just
I
better.
agree.
And I
It
think
does.
Ray, I like
different
Ray
person writing
so
it
much
himself,
more
though.
than I like Luke. Like there are moments I just can't stand Luke.
Same
He
with
does
Anakin.
the stupidest crap.
yeah.
So
Well,
like the
Anakin was
heroine,
not
like
likable
the
ever.
hero is easy to like.
Hayden Christensen
There-
was
I
a
think it's-
terrible
I think
fucking
it's-
choice.
I think it's funnier. It clearly has better just in general. It looks better because
Well,
it's newer.
I mean, you have to give some.
And
Well, that's what the
ones
writing
just
I
credit.
can't.
But that's if we're just gonna straight up objectively say which ones are the better movies. I would say Empire and then Force Awakens.
Yeah, because like Force Awakens has the perfect blend of like new technology, and then they throw in the practical effects. You know, you got the crazy
I am
puppets and
extremely
stuff.
happy.
The way they blended that
all the
together
characters.
is really well done. So
When you, I mean, like you could tell they were
It's nice to
puppets,
have
but they
fresh
didn't look
eyes behind
ridiculous.
A
yeah,
couple of them did. A couple of them.
Those
maybe
like
think
fly
of
looking, those like
there.
fly looking things.
Snuffleupagus.
yeah,
The fly looking things in the canteen.
yeah.
When they're on Jakku, yeah, there was one like carrying a cart, just walked like Snuffleupagus, and it just bugs the shit out of me. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's the one bad part is the CGI for Snoke. First time I saw him, I was a little bit like,
I thought he was a giant dude.
Well,
like I didn't
yeah.
realize it was like a hologram thing of him
Yeah.
at first. I think I was
Is
great.
he giant, or is he like the
I bet
size of
he's just a
Yoda?
normal dude.
I was-
I
Yoda,
got a real
right?
size
don't think
issue.
he's
I
that.
was glad that it was a
It's the size
hologram.
of
When I thought he was that
Oh,
big, I was
so
like,
true.
this
Like, is this dude
freaking
Thanos or something?
Yeah,
like, Jesus.
what is this? I hope in reality, like, he doesn't look like what he looks like. I hope he looks more like a guy, like an actual human
It's like
being.
he's like
because
hiding his
the way you see him right now, he looks like a.
There's not a good
Yeah, but
chance to be
when
on
those
the
guys all
dark
go
side
full
of
Sith, like none of them really
Yeah,
look
that's-
peopleish. They all look like
That's
these
true.
weird gray blobs of.
I'm so evil.
Either he got lit on fire or too much electricity.
yeah, yeah. You could be Wizard of Ozing it though.
yeah.
Just some crazy old dude.
It's Yoda. It's Yoda.
I'm just messing with you guys.
It's just Jar Jar.
Hey, so it could still be Jar Jar technically.
It's like translating for him. Lisa thinks you should bring her to me. And it's like, bring her to me.
I like it. It wraps up Jar Jar.
So, why else would you rank Force Awakens that high? What do you think, Josh?
Aside from the fact that it maybe looks and it was shot better because you have fresh eyes behind the camera, or it's written better because you honestly have actual writers. Because you actually have
So much
screenplay
better.
writers. You don't have George Lucas mucking it up with.
I mean, how many times have you watched some of those old ones and they're just like,
But honestly,
would
that's
say
why I
that?
love them so much. I mean, they are cheesy.
Station to pick up some power converters.
They are cheesy, and that's part of why I love them so much.
yeah, but I don't like that in movies.
They did have the guy who co-wrote Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. He came back and co-wrote this one with J.J. Abrams. So
And what's the other guy?
there's another guy that did the initial draft, and then like him and J.J. basically rewrote parts of it.
into it.
Yeah,
I think for me personally, that's just big in movies. Like if the movie has bad dialogue,
yeah.
doesn't matter how good the story is.
So I'll honestly say as well, the lightsaber fight in this movie, I really liked it.
It was right in between the original and the prequel.
It was
the prequel got a little crazy with the spinny, jumpy.
Yeah, they were too
flips.
choreographed.
They're
They
getting
tried to
real
look
Matrixy
pretty.
with it. Like,
These ones,
these
it was
are
like,
John Woo
you're
films.
You're
No.
trying to kill. Like every
Yeah.
time you're
Yes.
swinging it, you're trying to kill.
You're not trying
Whereas
to have
like
a gallant little fight.
Yeah, like they were doing more because I think they trained in like kendo for this movie, which is just like basic samurai, just like run at him.
Flash, because like don't get me wrong, those lightsaber fights in the prequels, like they're beautiful.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
they're
fun
beautiful
to
to
watch.
watch.
But they're super
Especially like
long
Darth
and
Maul, like you
choreographed.
watch it, oh my gosh, you flip around, but it doesn't make any
Why?
sense if you have this sword that literally can slice through anything. You're like flipping around. No, you just go straight at the person.
Well, what I'm wondering is the Shocker Trooper. How
Traitor?
come his thing didn't get cut by the lightsaber? Like, how is he able to actually fight the lightsaber?
It's like a type of like vibroblade, I think they call them, or I
It
don't
seems
know.
to be similar, the Grievous's guards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the third one.
The Magna Guards, they have
yeah.
those crazy things.
That's
Well, it's probably like electricity.
So at
type
least
of
there's
thing.
there's some sort of technology out there that apparently you can't get through.
I
'Cause-
do like that guy though, yelling traitor.
yeah, they've given him like a
Yeah.
backstory now.
That's been huge.
'Cause he's,
Yeah.
on the internet.
That's what it's like when they were younger. They were all learning to fight or get trained together, and
Mm-hmm.
Finn was always the
Did you
weak.
notice
non-
when? So there's a moment they're in their ship and they're like talking about Finn with what's her name, Phasma,
Yeah,
and on the screen you see pictures of Finn and he's a baby.
yeah,
yeah,
So I mean they took these kids when they were super young.
yeah. No, that's what because that's what they do instead of doing clones. They just take children, which is an interesting.
Which is more cost effective.
Well,
Which one is way more evil?
It's happened in history too.
Yeah.
There's been countries that have done that.
Yeah.
Empires, the Janissaries, and
Well, I mean, look at Africa, man.
worked really well.
Yeah. There's definitely shades of evil empires, North Korea, Nazis going on with the First Order.
Yeah. Like that, the general dude, I swear he wanted to bust a nut every time he got to talk about blowing something up. Like, he just gets so enraged, like, ha ha, we're gonna kill them all.
Yeah.
But how long does it take to build these things? I mean, it's only been 30 years. They've got a full fleet of super
know.
Star
How many,
Destroyers
like,
and-
Look how many
Okay.
people they have, though.
They straight up
I
took
don't
a
know.
page out of
Because the Empire was
Well,
Empire's
dismantled.
book.
Okay, when they, charge their weapon with the sun, wouldn't that kind of fuck up all the gravity and shit that's in their
Let's not
space?
get into physics here.
Okay, sorry.
That's
It's
gonna-
Sorry.
Neil deGrasse Tyson already debunked a lot of the Star Wars
My
things.
bad.
He
It's
said
Star
that
Wars.
BB-8 could not actually roll on sand. He would just
Well, you know
slide
what?
it down.
He can go
Stuff
fuck
like
himself.
that.
That's
This
not
is
a
a
big
galaxy
deal.
far, far away, Ghazi.
Yeah.
That's not the same.
And how many
physics.
suns do they God? I don't know. That
And
just-
wouldn't that just blow up
Yeah,
the
maybe
entire
there's-
thing? Absorbing that much energy.
Well, that's just as effective as actually shooting it, right?
Yeah.
Just suck their sun away.
How
and
many
pretty
planets
far.
does that one?
I mean,
Why are you blowing them up? Why not?
How many planets does it destroy? Like 5 or 6 at one time?
Yeah.
it blew up 3 that were like right by each
Was it
other.
all-
No, because
I
it,
thought it was
it
five.
did
Yeah,
the
I
big
think
one,
I-
and then there were
like,
4
yeah.
like moons
Yeah.
surrounding it.
Yeah. Could have been a bunch
It's
of moons
crazy.
and stuff.
And
Yeah.
like over a huge distance.
I know.
Planets are
that
super
scene
close
where
together
the
in
shot is going across and Kylo, man,
Yeah.
that's cool.
That is cool.
Gives me
That was
chills.
a nice looking scene.
That'd be
So it's like Abrams did shoot it really well.
Yeah. He definitely,
minimal lens flares.
yeah, not as many as Star Trek. Which
There
was
were
good.
some great shots. And,
Yeah.
like I love the shot at the beginning in the ship where like the lights are flashing and you see the stormtroopers. I
Yeah.
love the one on Maz's planet with the sunset in the background and the
TIE
TIE
fighters
fighters
coming
coming
in.
in.
That was from,
It was the Apocalypse Now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now, that's it. When the helicopters come over.
Because the beginning was intense. Like,
I love-
I
like,
love
I
how
love-
it opened up.
I love when Finn's buddy gets fucking shot, and he goes over to him, and then his hand, and he just leaves the blood.
Oh, it's perfect because then you know who's Finn. The
Yes,
entire
no,
game.
it's great, but it's
It was
just
a little-
like I loved it.
little cheap.
A little cheap, but I liked it. So I like the blood. I was just like, yeah, get that blood on there.
I definitely like how the stormtroopers rolled in. They actually were scary, you know. They rolled in like D-Day style off those things and just like stormed that place and took.
Why do
it
they
over.
all spark when the landing craft's doors open, though?
Oh.
Shouldn't they fix that? So it just opens without
Well, no, I think-
sparking
I
everywhere?
think
Building
I'm
Star
pretty-
Killer base, man.
I'm pretty
They got
sure the
it.
sparks
That's
are
all the
blasters
resources.
shooting at it. Like the people
No,
at
they
the
were
camp-
just sparking.
You think
They
if
were
they,
sparking.
you think if they can build a base, they can harness the energy of the sun. They could figure out some freaking.
They
flags.
Or, you know, they spent
Rocks.
all their time figuring that out, that they were like, that shit don't
Yeah.
matter. We just need to be able to soak up the sun and shoot it.
We're all the best
We
engineers.
can build a base that can harness the power of the sun, but Kylo Ren can't get a freaking lightsaber that isn't cracked in half.
Or some lightsaber-proof equipment in there.
Or a helmet that isn't all dented up.
Or, you know, his trainer could have taught him how to control his temper tantrums.
yeah,
it's
he's destroying the ship. Like, that room that he destroys must not be very important because there's a
I
lot of
guess not.
controls in there that he just jacks up.
Well, those stormtroopers decided to just turn around.
It's
not worth it.
this, man.
I'm not getting stabbed.
Not getting his path.
Alright. We're gonna move on to our last topic. What do you guys see going to happen in episode 8?
I think Luke is going to speak.
He's gonna have words.
What if he did the entire scene?
It'd be awesome.
It's just
It'd be
ready
awesome.
the whole time.
It'd be awesome.
That'd be my inspiration.
I think
to be
that
an
the
actor.
next one, the next one opens up and we get 4 minutes of just Ray, Luke back and forth.
It starts that whole scene over again. No, she's walking up the
Yeah.
million stairs he built for her.
I think there's gonna
No,
be
that was
an
the
80s
first Jedi
montage
temple.
of Ray training.
That was there a long time.
Around out.
That would be cool. At the same time, Kylo's training. Kylo kind
They're
of
both training in an 80s
look like
one.
Rocky IV.
I think Mace
Kylo could be
Windu's
Dolph
gonna make an
Lundgren.
appearance. Sam Jackson's gonna be back as Mace Windu. It's gonna
Who's Finn's dad?
Yes.
Yeah, because he definitely didn't die from that huge fall he took after getting electrocuted.
Maybe
Sam
it's
Jackson.
Qui-Gon's long lost relative.
Or no,
I like
Ray Quan Jin.
I don't know.
It just rolls off the
I
tongue.
don't even know what to expect in the next one. Honestly,
I see
have
it
no
following the same trilogy where it's going to be very dark side centric.
Dark side.
Well, dude's gonna
Possibly
finish.
focusing on
Guile be working on or finish his training. Kylo.
Yeah.
Get over his
idea.
daddy issues.
Ray will
since
be
he killed
training,
Daddy.
right?
but
Whatever
Ray will
their
start
next-
getting trained by Luke.
their next sinister
unless Luke
plan.
refuses.
I don't think Luke's gonna refuse.
And then she becomes
So I
crazy
think
and
Luke's
goes to the
been waiting.
dark side or something.
Luke's been waiting for somebody because he made a map to show how to get to him. So he's
Yeah.
been waiting. Like he's
Can
not.
Luke tell the future?
Well, and he
Possibly.
probably knows some crap
could.
because he's been chilling at the first.
But
Jedi
I don't know.
temple for
I
a
don't know
long
if he
time.
knows who. I feel like he doesn't know who Ray is.
I think he does. That's my guess.
Well, Leia knows who she is right
He's
about.
got. She's like the only other Force person in the. He's got to know her.
That's why I think there was no vocals,
I think
no but
maybe
dialogue
he was
because I think he
sending her,
was
like,
confused.
signals.
Like this
So
is
that's
not
gonna be
who I
that's gonna be
thought.
his first line. Who the hell are you?
Yeah. Because what if, like, Luke
I think
purposely told her to not to wake up until Ray was ready, basically.
Yeah.
To come
Or
find
until
him.
Until Ray got.
whoever,
Or
got-
maybe she,
or until whatever came with the rest of the
she
map.
has Skywalker
Maybe
in
not
her.
necessarily
So
her.
R2D2 thought it was Luke.
R2D2 didn't meet her though.
But
But
he
she
could
is
feel her.
Skywalker. She has Skywalker blood.
So he could feel it, and he,
He
thought it was
rebooted
Luke.
because he thought it was Luke.
I don't know.
Mm-mm. Why would he reboot to reveal a map of whoever's
A
already there?
Broken map.
Because he could feel the Skywalker or whatever.
But if he thought it was him, then he'd be worthless because he's just there
Maybe
for a
he didn't think it was
map.
Luke then.
I've got a map to Luke with you. Take 3 steps.
I'm
Go out
here.
the door. He's right there. It just came. That's why I rebooted.
Yeah.
No, that's a woman. Dang it! I gotta shut down again.
So how do you think, like, obviously the New Republic got wiped out.
Yeah,
First Order
not
got
very-
their biggest
I don't
base
think-
taken out.
I don't think
Very
it can't be fully wiped out though, because like they can't
Just those 5.
just be that.
Yeah.
Like if they're this big thing, the Republic, like they've got to have other.
They just
But
blew
that's
up
that's what
Washington,
that's what the
DC.
First Order said. They were going to wipe out
Yeah.
the New Republic right then. So I mean, that's what they did, right?
That's like it'd be
They
like
wiped out
blowing up
their-
Washington D.C. when like government's in session.
Yeah, it'd be like blowing up D.C.,
Yeah,
New
there's
York.
still 1 or 2 people that aren't there.
Yeah, there's
Not
still a
everybody.
handful
Marco
of people,
Rubio
right?
didn't show up for another vote or something.
Now we're getting into other
We
podcasts.
digress into real world stuff, and we don't want to talk about
We'll talk about that.
We don't have. Okay.
that. But yeah, next movie,
I see it Kylo Ren. I see
a lot of Kylo Ren, and I don't know if I like
becoming
that.
I see him becoming truly evil.
I don't know.
I hope he becomes a
I'm
complete
hopeful.
ass.
I'm hopeful.
But I don't know though, because I
wanna
feel
see
like
him choke
a lot of
somebody.
people have kind of like made fun of Kylo Ren enough.
That's what I'm
that
saying.
I
He's
think
got to be
I think they
redeemed.
might like
No,
not have
I
him be
think
the
whatever.
focus.
No, I think whatever plan they've got, they're going to stick to it. I don't think they're going to let that stuff
If
derail
anything,
their
he has to
trans
be redeemed as a badass.
yeah, he's gonna be.
I think he can without being the focus.
He needs a new fucking haircut.
You don't like the majestic hair?
No,
No.
because no, he doesn't. He looks like a child.
He takes off the helmet and has perfect hair.
Thank you.
Dude, it's Skywalker.
It's
love.
like
course.
when Darth Vader took his helmet off, that dude looked scary.
Well,
Because he was all
chopped in half.
He got burned to hell.
I understand that, but still, even Hayden Christensen looked crazy.
Yeah,
He looked crazy with his little rat tail and shaved head thing.
Well, yeah.
Like those guys look crazy. Do you not remember that?
He
I
looks
remember
a
the
little
rat
crazy.
tail. I don't remember his shaved head though.
Well, not shaved head, but it was like a buzz cut.
Oh.
Yeah, in episode 2, he's got the like Padawan hair and stuff.
Yeah.
It looked goofy. I don't know. I think it fit that Kylo Ren looks
We're
goofy.
talking about Skywalker.
I don't know. He kind of looked like I don't know. He kind of looked like an old knight's apprentice or something. You would see.
Yeah, I thought it'd be scarier if he never took his mask off.
Yeah, like
I think they did
I
it
think
on
he kind of
purpose, though.
lost his.
They wanted to humanize him.
Because he's
You're
still
gonna-
he's
There's
supposed to be
still that
Han
struggle.
and Leia's baby still,
Yeah.
and that's what he looks like, a baby.
Because then, what if
Because
we
he's
watch
throwing
the next
tantrums.
two and go back and watch this, and it makes sense why
That's
it shows
what
so
I-
much
and
more.
that's-
well, that's
You're
what
going to
I
see
hope.
his
That's what I'm
transition
saying, you're
to
not
true
going to see
evil.
him without his helmet that very much, if at all, in the next.
I think they've got some great
He's gonna have a
storytellers.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good no matter what.
That
'Cause-
scar.
And they got it moving in the right direction. Like J.J. Abrams has now made the movie. I think that would appease like the old fans who wanted just like a remake
Oh yeah,
because a lot of this was borrowed.
It's the same.
Like
It's the same basic movie as the
a
new one.
lot of people are criticizing like I don't know why you Star Wars fans are borrowed. It's like we know it's borrowed. Like none of us are delusional.
The whole damn
That's
thing's
what that's
borrowed.
what a lot of people wanted. And now I think
But now it
he's
sets up to go a different
gained
way.
himself
Yeah.
some creative liberty to now take it
But he's
that
not
direction.
No.
directing.
He's producing it.
No, he's just producing it. Wrote basically.
But the guy who wrote it, he's still gonna be writing.
no,
And Abrams.
it's all Ryan Johnson now for this
Yeah.
one.
The
He's
script and everything.
right. He wrote this. I think J.J. Abrams probably gave him a basic outline. The whole like
Like these
Lucasfilm
are the
story
things that
group
you need to.
are in charge of coming up with like an outline to make sure everything flows. But then he's writing this full screenplay. So, and he's done some darker movies, so it's probably gonna be
What's he
a darker
done?
movie.
That's my
Looper.
prediction.
He
Oh, you're marking it now.
did some other stuff.
It's on tape.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to talk about at all before we end this bad boy?
I still want to know why Chewie did not hug Leia when they got back after Han died. He walked right by her.
My question
They just
about
couldn't
my
face
question
her,
about
man.
Chewie, and I don't want to open up like a Pandora's box, but did Chewie miss killing Kylo Ren on purpose?
Because of a sentimental
I don't know.
Little-
He kind of shot from the hip there.
Yeah, but he's freaking Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
And right after he does that,
He-
he
they
freaking headshot people.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody.
He's like, oh, little Ben, I'll just shoot you in the tummy.
Like off the hip, like
Hopefully you'll die or somebody else can take you out.
like it's a long shot. I get that, but I feel like he purposely shoots him in the stomach.
Yeah.
Everybody else falls off of that ledge.
He just
He just figured
He's like, he's on this little catwalk, there's no railings.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fall.
You think Kylo Ren walks down that catwalk with his helmet off and just like does like model hair stuff?
I just killed my daddy. I never looked better. Maybe it's Mabel.
He is too sexy for that.
Yeah.
Mascara. Sorry, Maybelline.
Oh, I think you're asking
So,
me.
yeah, I did.
Are you wearing mascara?
No.
Dude, you said to do
Well, we're
makeup.
doing a podcast. I wanted to
Yeah.
look good.
I look like Kylo.
Next time you're on, Josh, you gotta have the beard more grown so then you can join. This is the Beards Club, not
Oh,
a
wow.
real podcast.
I didn't even notice anything.
We do all of it.
I just noticed it. But yeah. So, pretty much this is it for the very first episode of The Ways of the Force. Next time, probably going to delve into some Rogue One stuff, the spin off movie. Talk about that a little bit.
And Han Solo shortlist.
Yeah. Possible people to play Han
I
Solo.
want Dave Franco.
The little Franco.
I do.
The little
I really
Franco.
What about
I want the little Franco.
Chris Pratt?
He'll be too
No.
old.
No.
That's
From the
true.
list, he'll be too old. Because they've got a guy on the list that's supposedly a younger Chris Pratt.
Yeah, they've started. I know
Which is
they've
kinda
started
sad.
looking, right?
'Cause it'll be
You
the
can't be a younger.
It'll be
Pratt.
after episode 8. It'll be the Han Solo movie. So, get into that. I don't know if any of you guys watch Star Wars Rebels at all. Probably not. Kyle
what
does
is
because he has a
that?
kid. It's an animated show. They just had a trailer for it debut yesterday, and
Because I know of Clone Wars.
There's
I watched the Clone Wars.
there's a cross-guard lightsaber that he finds, a green one. So,
Really?
possibly, yeah. So, and it looks pretty... There's a whole bunch of Jedi and even more Sith Inquisitors, so don't ask me where they all go by the original Star Wars movie, but
I tend to take them just separate.
yeah, you can't, quite believe everything. So I might talk a little bit about that. I don't know, sometime. But pretty much that's it. It's the ways of the Force.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
Hey.
Meh.